Creating an effective response. So, once you've found questions that you want to be answering, I'd like to talk to you about how you can create a response that's going to, ideally establish you as an expert and, let people, like and respect what you had to say, but also steer people towards what you're promoting. You want to answer the question in a way that provides value, but also leave an opening when possible. This is an important thing. So let's say, for example, going back to the last video, I talked about searching for people asking questions about getting a dog to stop barking. So if I went in there and provided a long, detailed answer that told them everything they need to know to get their dog to stop barking forever, well, I would be answering that person's problem, but my problem would be that here I am trying to sell my information and I just gave it away for free. So it's kind of like the people that stand outside of restaurants with samplers. They want to give people a taste with the whole goal of getting them to come back for more. That's exactly what you want to do. But you want to make sure that you give more than a smell, because if somebody said you want to try this and they pulled it away when I tried to eat it, I wouldn't be very happy with them. I want to at least have a taste. So what I want to encourage you to do is to answer the person's question enough that it provides value. So for example, you could say something like, sorry to hear your dog's barking in the middle of the night. That's a rough thing to deal with. Here's something that you can do that I tried that helped, in my experience. This is one of the things that I've done. So in other words, you're not giving them the whole puzzle, you're just giving them a piece of the puzzle. You're letting that opening out there because you want them to say, oh, that's good stuff, but then to find out more, of course you have to buy the book, because then right below your response in your signature is where you have a chance to promote your book. So they see this tip and they say, wow, that's great, I definitely that makes sense, I'm gonna try that's wonderful. But right underneath there, wow, this person, they give a good tip, but also they have their own book that they're promoting, and there it is. I need to check it out because that was good stuff. So you'll be surprised how often things like this will lead people to click and check your stuff out, because if you're just talking about how you do and those kinds of things, I mean, sure, it's going to give you exposure too, but actually providing helpful advice is going to help start to form a relationship with someone, and then they're going to want to learn more and more, and of course they do that by clicking on your signature. So again, just provide them with a good response, but don't give away the farm, just a piece of it. One additional thing to point out, for example, you wouldn't want to say something like, there are three ways to get a dog to stop barking. Here's the first one. You need to buy my book to get the other two. That's a bit too forward. People won't like that. So you don't want to come out and say it quite like that. What you want to do is to say, here's something I found to be really helpful with barking, and to give that information. However, you want to keep in mind that you've just given them, maybe a paragraph, a couple of paragraphs of information, but you have this entire book that you have, that you promote, that gives pretty much everything you need to know about dog training. So that's going to be in your signature, and people are going to understand that. And the idea is that you give this nugget of information, and then they're going to want more. You're whetting their appetite, and you're establishing yourself as an expert, and it's going to lead them to want to learn more about what you have to say, because you've already helped them with one of the things.